You grab a bottle from the supplement shelf. The label screams, boost testosterone by 400%. Or maybe it promises to crush estrogen and unlock your shredded physique. And for a second, you believe it. Because who wouldn't want that shortcut? More muscle, more energy, more edge. It sounds like the perfect fix, but here's the problem. Behind all that flashy marketing is a mountain of misleading claims, half-truths, and sometimes straight-up lies. And when it comes to hormones, messing with the wrong supplement doesn't just waste your money, it can throw your entire body out of balance. Today, we're cutting through the hype to give you the unfiltered truth. What actually works to support testosterone? What's completely overhyped? And what could secretly be damaging your health without you even realizing it? Let's break it all down, step by step. Before we even talk about supplements, let's understand the hormonal ecosystem inside your body. Because hormones aren't isolated switches. They're like an orchestra playing together in harmony. And when one instrument plays out of tune, the entire performance suffers. Testosterone is often seen as the man hormone, and sure, it fuels muscle growth, boosts sex drive, keeps your energy high, and even helps regulate mood and fat distribution. But then, there's estrogen. And most men wrongly assume it's the enemy. The truth? You need estrogen too. It's essential for your joints, your libido, your brain, and your emotional stability. Add to that cortisol, the stress hormone, and you have another powerful player. When cortisol spikes too high for too long, it can tank your testosterone, weaken your immune system, and wreck your sleep. And behind the scenes, other hormones like LH, FSH, insulin, and SHBG are constantly coordinating how much testosterone your body produces, uses, or converts into estrogen. So if a supplement is going to boost testosterone or block estrogen, it has to affect one of these intricate systems. Let's start with testosterone boosters. The testosterone supplement market is booming, and that's exactly why there's so much nonsense out there. But among the noise, a few ingredients do stand up to scrutiny. Let's dive in. First up, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin. Biochemically, it acts more like a hormone than a vitamin, and it's crucial for your endocrine system. Vitamin D receptors are found in the testes where testosterone is made. But does supplementing boost testosterone? Only if you're deficient. A major study found that men low in vitamin D who supplemented saw a 25% increase in testosterone. But if your levels are normal, extra vitamin D won't help. Overdosing can be toxic, so don't just start popping pills. The smart move, get your blood levels checked and only supplement if you're actually deficient, ideally under a doctor's guidance. It's not about supercharging testosterone, but restoring it to healthy levels if you're lacking. For most, fixing a deficiency is the only way vitamin D will impact your testosterone. Don't fall for the more is better myth. Next, zinc. A mineral hyped in tea boosters for good reason, but only if you're deficient. Zinc is essential for testosterone synthesis and pituitary function. It is essential for the production of LH and the proper functioning of the testes. It also regulates aromatase, the enzyme that turns testosterone into estrogen. If you're low, supplementing can double your testosterone in severe cases. But for most people with a balanced diet, extra zinc does nothing for testosterone. Over-supplementing can actually harm you, causing copper deficiency, immune issues, and more. Unless you're an athlete with high sweat losses or have a diagnosed deficiency, focus on getting zinc from food like meat, shellfish, and seeds. More isn't better, just get enough. Don't let the supplement industry convince you otherwise. Let's talk ashwagandha, an adaptogen that helps your body manage stress, not a direct tea booster. Its main effect is lowering cortisol, your stress hormone. High cortisol suppresses testosterone, so reducing stress can help testosterone rebound. Studies show ashwagandha can boost testosterone by about 15% in stressed or hard training men and improve muscle strength. But if you're not stressed, the effect is minimal. Ashwagandha isn't magic. It's a tool for those under chronic stress or intense training. For most, it's about balancing the hormonal seesaw by tackling stress, not directly spiking testosterone. Use it wisely and don't expect miracles if your stress is already low. It's one of the few supplements with real evidence for stress-related hormonal support. D-Aspartic acid or DAA is often marketed as a powerful T booster, but the reality is more complicated. Early studies showed a big testosterone spike up to 42%, but only for about 2 weeks, and mostly in untrained, low testosterone men. But here's the problem. It's a temporary boost. After that, levels return to baseline, even with continued use. For athletes or healthy, active men, DAA does little or nothing, and may even lower testosterone in some cases. The supplement industry loves the hype, but the effect is short-lived and limited to a narrow group. DAA isn't a long-term solution for boosting testosterone. Don't expect lasting results. Now for the most overhyped ingredients, Tribulus terrestris, Fenugreek and Maca root. Tribulus is marketed as a T booster, but human studies show it does nothing for testosterone or muscle growth. Its real effect? Boosting libido, not hormones. Fenugreek and Maca root follow the same pattern. Some minor libido benefits, but no real impact on testosterone. The supplement industry blurs the line between libido and T boosting, selling you a feeling, not a physiological change. If you want a libido enhancer, fine, but don't expect muscle gains or higher testosterone. Don't be fooled by clever marketing. Know what you're actually buying. Now let's talk estrogen. There's this toxic myth floating around that estrogen is evil, that it makes you soft, emotional or fat. But in reality, estrogen is crucial, even for men. It supports your joints, your sex drive, and your brain. Too little estrogen can make you feel just as bad as too little testosterone. Yet many supplement companies push estrogen blockers that claim to crush estrogen entirely. That's dangerous. Let's look at the most common estrogen blockers. Supplements like Chrysin, and Resveratrol, sold as ways to crush estrogen and boost masculinity. The truth? DEEM, found in broccoli and cruciferous veggies, doesn't block estrogen. It just helps your body process it differently, with subtle effects at best. It helps shift how estrogen is metabolized, turning it into less potent forms. But it doesn't actually reduce your total estrogen or boost testosterone. It's not a blocker. It's more like a traffic cop, guiding estrogen into safer pathways. Useful in some cases, but it won't make you shredded. Chrysin and Resveratrol barely absorb in the body, so their supposed estrogen blocking effects are useless in supplement form. No over-the-counter supplement meaningfully lowers estrogen enough to impact muscle or body composition. Estrogen isn't the enemy. It's vital for joint health, libido, and brain function. Trying to crush it with weak supplements is a waste of money and based on a flawed idea. Real estrogen blocking requires prescription meds, which come with serious risks and should only be used under medical supervision. Don't fall for the fear-mongering. Focus on balance, not extremes. Now here's where things get serious. Some so-called testosterone boosters or PCT supplements you find online or at shady supplement shops are secretly spiked with steroids, pro-hormones, or SARMs. They're not labeled properly. They might even pass as natural, but they can shut down your body's own testosterone production completely. The risks: gynecomastia or man boobs, liver toxicity, infertility, depression, and a total hormonal crash when you stop. If a product sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Always stick to supplements that are third-party tested and transparently labeled. So, what's the real secret? Here's the truth that supplement companies don't want you to hear. You don't need 99% of their products, because the real testosterone boosters are free. No supplement replaces the basics: sleep, stress management, lifting, and a nutrient-rich diet. It's not sexy, it's not in a bottle, but it works. These are the foundation. Get them right, and you're 90% there. Heavy lifting, especially compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and presses, naturally raise testosterone and growth hormone. One bad night's sleep can tank testosterone levels by up to 15%. Stress-mediated high cortisol is one of testosterone's biggest enemies. Getting sunlight helps regulate circadian rhythms and naturally raises D3. Excess body fat turns testosterone into estrogen. Science-backed supplements can help if you're deficient. Think vitamin D, zinc, or ashwagandha for stress, but they're just the finishing touch. So let's wrap this up. What works? Vitamin D3, zinc, ashwagandha, and maybe D-Aspartic acid in the short term. What's overhyped? Tribulus, Maca, Fenugreek, DIM, Resveratrol, and any supplement promising alpha male status in a week. What's dangerous? SARMs, pro-hormones, unregulated, boosters, and anti-estrogen pills that mess with your natural endocrine balance. Remember, supplements should support your hormones, not hijack them. At the end of the day, no pill will replace proper training, good sleep, clean nutrition, and smart recovery. But the right science-backed supplements can give you that extra 5 to 10% edge, if everything else is already on point. If you learned something today, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment and let me know your experience with tea boosters. And share this video with someone who's being tricked by supplement scams and bro science ads. This is MedGroww, where we cut through the hype and bring you real science that actually helps you grow. See you in the next one.